How's it going, everyone? MountainSpyder here, bringing you a new video and a new series. So I found a really cool game over the weekend called Robocraft. It's free to play on Steam, and yeah, it's a lot of fun. Basically, you build your robots and you fight it out in pretty much shooter control scenario. So controlling a few points of the map, and then pretty much a bar fills up, and then when your bar is full, you win the game. So as you can see, I've got a few different robots here. It's a lot of fun building them. I think the next video I'll actually showcase building one of them, as I've got one half built like spider mech thing happening at the moment, but it's not done yet, so that'll be the next video. So anyway, I'm just going to jump into a ranked game quickly. I must say, finding games for this, finding matches. Sorry, I got disconnected last night. So finding games, I must say I'm quite impressed with, because I don't think I've ever waited more than a minute. You see here now the average wait time is about a minute, and normally it's pretty damn close to that. Most games are normally find about 30 to 40 seconds. So in terms of the matchmaking queue, it is really good. So as I said before, this game is free to play. They do make their money off of buying more packs, which give you more blocks to build things. It gives you guns, it gives you new like legs, wheels, all that stuff. So yeah, you can put some money into the game and get blocks a lot faster. I've put no money into the game and I'm doing quite well by myself. I think I've won 3 ranked games in a row. I ended up losing one from a disconnect, unfortunately. And even with the starter mech, which I have disassembled now so you can't actually see it, I was actually playing fine with it against normal players who had bought stuff and were playing at a higher tier. So don't stress too much about pay to win. This game's a lot of fun just without actually spending any money on it. So loading in, the graphics are pretty damn good. I mean, it's a free-to-play game and it looks nice. Like, this art style is really good. So basically what I built this, what mech I'm using this time, I went more for like a tank turtle kind of design. So I've got Gatling guns as a primary, and then I've got like piercing rail guns as a secondary. So the logic behind this is that close range I've got Gatling guns, and medium range I then got rifles, because a lot of players do make aircraft, because you can build helicopters, you can build jets, you can build like quad rotor things, and yeah. So swapping between weapons, having multiple weapon options is quite nice. One really cool thing with this game is that where you attack your enemies, that's where their damage is. So for instance, if you shoot out their legs, they can no longer move. If you shoot out their guns, they can no longer shoot. So in that sense, it is very strategic that you really want to aim for the right parts of your opponent. So when you're approaching your opponent, just check them out, see how their mech is built. So for instance, looking at my friend here, shooting his legs out will be very easy, and then you can then just strafe around him and outmaneuver him, knock him on the ground, and then take him out pretty quickly. So you're definitely quite clever when building your mechs. You see there, his gun platforms right on the top, it's quite easy to take out. This guy has defended his wheels quite nicely, but that doesn't really help him much. Also, the more blocks you have on your mech, the more HP it has. But the more HP your mech has, the less damage it deals. So it is a trade-off between being a tank and just being a glass cannon. Yeah, see they take up the guy's leg, and then he's pretty much stuck. So you really do have to think when it comes to building your mechs. In my opinion, building the mechs is by far the most fun part of this game. Look, obviously fighting is amazing. The combat system really does work, and I must say it is relatively, well, not relatively, it is very well balanced. I don't think I've actually encountered a game where it's been a complete whitewash and where one person just dominated. And as I said, I haven't spent any money in this game yet, and I'm really enjoying it. So I definitely suggest giving it a look. As I said, it's free to play, so there's no harm in it. It's not big. I think it took me like 5 minutes to download it. I can't actually remember the exact size, but definitely give it a try. And like I said, oh, this is not a good thing. Yeah, there you go. It's like a Robocraft thing that the guy made. Yeah. So really do give a lot of thinking about when it comes to making your mechs, especially when it comes to protecting how your mech moves. So for instance, I've got 4 tank treads. As such, I've built like barracks around each tank tread. So it's very difficult for opponents to actually stop me from moving or prevent my movement. But that's it. I don't have much offense outside of the 2 Gatling guns, and I'm very short range. So I really do struggle with aerial units with this build. But anything on the ground that I can get into close range with is pretty okay. Another problem is because I got Gatling guns, they take a while to actually like wind up. But once they get going, that's pretty great. So what that gold thing was, what just shot of that mech there was a shield. You do actually get shield past your mechs, which prevents a little bit of damage. If you do have them, great. Unfortunately, I don't have, which is why I just bought lots of blocks. But it does work because by just having pretty much like a meat shield of blocks, your opponent just shoot through those. Once you shoot through those, then you can actually target your main systems. So by building like a skeletal system and then building your basic blocks as almost like the flesh around your mech, it is there, so you can see the gold shields again. So by using the blocks as like a flesh system, it gives you it just captures in time. It gives your mech a lot more sustainability as your opponent has to wear through those to get to your main systems. I'm probably gonna die here. What was there it is. I'm dead. Okay, that's not bad. First day. So, how the game works is you'll see the battlefield in the bottom right of the map, and you normally have 3 points to take. I don't actually have a mouse on this. Wait, do I have a mouse? No. So there's 3 objective markers you've got to take. So 1, 2, and 3, and then you've got the 2 bases, your base and your opponent's base. So long as you control one of the points closest to your base itself is shielded, and your opponents can't steal resources from you. So at the top of the screen you'll see 2 bars, a blue bar and a red bar. The blue bar is obviously yours, the red bar is your opponent's. By controlling objectives, those bars fill. When the bar is full, you win the game. Now as you see now, a special event is starting. So when there's an imbalance in points, as there is now, because my team is winning by quite a large margin, like a crystal a crystal ends up forming. Now, ooh, this is not good. Now the opponents then get a chance to destroy that crystal. I'm gonna lose this one. And then they match you in crystals. So you've really got to defend this. And it's a nice a catch-up system. So one team can't just completely wipe the board. Oh, I've got one turret left. No, I'm dead. Okay, so the defending team must then defend the core, and then the attacking team obviously must destroy it. So nothing happens unless the entire core is destroyed. But if the entire core is destroyed, the losing team catches up to the winning team. So this is like I said, this is a nice system that prevents just a complete whitewash. If you're behind, you can then capture that core and then pretty much match your opponents. Does it spawn? No, it doesn't spawn. I don't know why it didn't spawn. Anyway, I'm not 100% sure what happened there. But moving on. So this game really is area control. So not area control. So you just gotta make sure you can try and catch and hold these objectives. And fortunately, as far as I know, you don't get voiceover. So it's a bit difficult coordinating with your team, other than the chat menu. But all in all, it's not bad. I mean, generally people know what they're doing. One issue I have with the game is that, as you saw there, even though I couldn't see this guy, I knew exactly where he was. So I wouldn't mind them changing that so that you only got like that see-through vision if you could actually, if someone in your team had line of sight the target. It'll be a lot more interesting. But anyway, I think you can see them when they're capturing an objective. So for instance now, because I can't see him, he's not on capturing objective, his icon's gone away. But I'm not 100% sure on that one. So that seems to be most of the fighting. Oh, there he is. I've got tank tread, so I can't really go over anything. So if you've got legs, as you can see there, you can actually jump, which really does give you a nice mobility advantage over someone like me who has tank treads. But the advantage of tank treads is that they've got a much greater carrying weight than most other. Gotta love campers, huh? So tank treads give you good speed. They give you like medium speed, as well as then a very high carrying capacity. So now because we hold all the points, we can actually assault the opponent's base and steal resources from them. it is risky as obviously your opponents respawn in their base. So I'm probably going to end up dying here for this. Just get out. Oh, what should I come quicker? There we go. So as I said, so if your opponents don't have any, don't have their near points, you can actually then go to their base and steal resources directly from their base, which drops their bar whilst increasing yours. Oh, come on, that guy's bar. I think I've been locked onto. Yep, I've been locked onto. Okay, so quickly need to get out of here before this guy kills me. As you can see there, he actually took out one of my wheels, which slows me down and makes maneuvering a bit more difficult. I don't think he's chasing me at least. And as you can see now, I'm started heal. So if you don't take damage for 10 seconds, your mech starts healing itself. You do get like healing guns, if that makes sense, which you can shoot at your friendlies, which heal you. And that's game. I don't know why it's game so quickly. I see my bars in at 90%. Anyway, so that's just one quick game of this. There is actually some time left. So not bad, I got 10 for 2. So as you can see, I've spent no money and I'm doing well in the ranked servers. So don't worry about this game being pay to win. Look, this is low tier. I literally got this game last night. I think I've had about 5 games, 6 games. So it is still very low tier, but so far I haven't encountered a pay to win problem. I think I'll jump into the build a mech mechanic quickly just to show you what that's like. I won't build a full mech, as I think that'll be in my next video, actually really showcasing that mode. But just giving you a little insight into this, and pretty much how you can build the mechs and what options you have. There are a lot of options. You can do whatever you want. I've seen guys make chickens, horses, T-Rexes, race cars, tanks, weird like Lego men with helicopter heads. Yeah, so this is what you get in the end of every battle. You get a chest with a few items. What was that can ski? I never knew you could actually make skis. Okay, that's pretty cool. Anyway, so as you can see, you get 4 items in your chest, and then you get 4 premium items, which is if you buy into the game. So you get double bonuses if you buy into the game, and you get the premium. But as I said, you get good materials even without doing that. So do not stress too much about that. Sorry. So let's just jump straight into this spider thing I'm busy building. Where's edit function? Oh, you can also upload, I think it's this function. Yeah, so you can actually upload your designs onto like a community page, and you can download other people's designs. So I've just uploaded one at the moment, which was that one I showed you down, Fire Mountain. No one's bought it, unfortunately, but anyway. So you can check out other people's designs, and as I said, you can build some really, really rad things. I mean, this is badass. That's really badass. But anyway, so jumping into the quick spider thing I'm building at the moment. So looking, so you can, so it shows what your infantry. You can then recycle parts for, it's like robots. Robots is the currency in the game, and you can then use robots to forge new things. So the basic types of mobility you get are your basic wheels, your effective tank treads, then you get walker legs. So walker legs give the bonus that they can actually jump. So as you see there, you get jump height, but obviously they don't give you as much speed, for instance, as tank treads, or as much weight as like, yeah, the load they can actually take. You get insect legs, which are very interesting. They jump in the same sense as other legs, but they allow you to scale walls. I'll show you the test thing of, I'll actually show it right away. So when you're building a robot, you can just go straight into a test environment to see how it moves. And I've got the insect worker legs on at the moment. And the cool thing with this is that you can just go up any surface. You just gotta be careful coming over a surface, because sometimes it jumps off by mistake. And you can now fight off from the surface like that and fire. So it is, oh, whoops, I fell there. If you do fall over, you can just press F and it rights itself after, I think, 3 seconds. But yeah, so the robot legs are really cool, and as I said, you can jump with them as well. It looks pretty cool. So anyway, getting back to the actual, what you can do in the game. So, as I said, there's no limit to what you can do, really. If you think it can happen, it can happen, it can work. I'm drawing a lot of inspiration from Warhammer. I'm a big Warhammer fan, as you can see from my other videos. So the Spider Walker hopefully is going to be an honorary Dune Crawler from the Adeptus Mechanicus, but let's see how it goes. So as I was saying, with the different modes of walking, You get skis, which I didn't actually know. Guess I should experiment with that and see how that goes. You get pretty much rotor wings to make a hovering vehicle. You get jet engines to boost in a single direction. You get propellers. You get rotor blades to make helicopters. You get wings, which I haven't really worked out how to use yet. I tried to make a plane last night, and it either flew straight up or just flopped. So I'm not 100% sure how to actually use the plane yet. I will get back to you on that one. Then the weapons. So you get your basic effective machine guns, which is almost the first row here. They're really good. It's your basic weapon. You start off with a lot of them for the starter mech. Don't underestimate it. The rate of fire is ridiculous. So, whilst not good at medium to long range, short range combat, or I guess medium range, it's pretty good as well. So, short to medium range combat, it shreds opponents' vehicles. And because it scatters quite a bit, you take out their weapons quite easily. Then you get grenade launchers. You effectively get piercers, which are, I want to say sniper rifles in a sense. It's slow fire weapons that deal a lot of single target damage, and they got a really good zoom. Then you get the nano binders. These are the ones I was talking about that allow you to actually heal your friendlies and reconstruct friendlies, which is really cool. Then aeroflax. These are great for taking out flyers. They're effectively flak cannons, so you shoot at small radius explosion. Proto seekers. It's kind of like seeking. Kind of like a seeking machine gun would be the best way. Like, think of an LMG that seeks. Then you get Stinger missile, well, salvo missile launchers, which shoot missiles. Who would have guessed? And then you get, I'm actually not sure what these are, ion destabilizers. Okay, I presume they get like Gatling guns, kind of like ion Gatling guns. You get two of them, and then you get chain splitters, which is miniguns, which you saw in that last battle, which takes a while to charge up, but once it's charged up, it deals a lot, or has a very high fire rate. And you do actually get melee weapons. There aren't many at the moment. There's just these Tesla Ripper things. I haven't actually seen anyone use them. A big problem with close combat is because you get flyers. So you're pretty much sitting there waving your hands at a flyer. You do get cosmetics. These are the shields I was speaking about, which block damage. And you get a few very interesting things. So, for instance, energy modules, which give you, which recharges your weapons. You get shields. You get blink modules, which let you teleport a short distance, and so forth. You can get a ghost module, which makes you invisible, which is really, really cool. You do get cosmetics. Oh, these are, sorry, those are badges. Where's the cosmetics? Where you can buy cosmetics? I could have sworn I saw. You get like flags and stuff as well. I got a German flag a while back, which I ended up salvaging because I'm not German, I'm South African. So anyway, I don't know why you can't buy them. I figured you could buy cosmetics, but apparently you can't. Oh yeah, and then you get like cosmetic jaws and stuff like that, which is really cool. So I hope you guys enjoyed this just slight look into the game. As I said, the next video I'm going to make is actually going to be the building, finishing off this mech, my Onagora Dune Crawler, and so I can actually take a look at that. So I hope you enjoyed this video. This is a really, really cool free-to-play game, sorry, that you can grab off Steam. Grab a few mates, grab this game, go crazy with your building, and yeah, enjoy it. It is a lot of fun. And even if you just enjoy the engineering side, it is very interesting seeing what you can actually end up building and what actually functions. So one thing to just really keep in mind, sorry it's a bit at the end of the video, but just from the engineering and building side, one thing you can't forget is where your center of mass for your mech is. If your center of mass is too far back and you've got a quadruped, then if they shoot your front legs out, you actually turn into a biped, which is a great backup system in case someone shoots your legs out. So for instance, there you can see your center of mass. If you stuff that up and put it too far forward, too far back, your mech doesn't move. So from a physics side, this game is really interesting, and if that's something you enjoy, just the building side of the game, you'll really find fun. So go and check this out. It's Robocraft on Steam, free to play, and a hell of a lot of fun. So I hope you liked this video. If you did, please hit that like button, it really helps me out. And for more content, I keep on saying contact. For more content, please hit the subscribe button, and hope you all enjoyed this. Cheers, goodbye.